Howdy all. I've got a very special figure. I've been rather excited all week waiting to look at this. This is the Japanese Spider-Man called the Soul of Jugolkin GX33 Spider-Man and Leopardon from figure set from Bandai. And for those of you who do not know who or what Japanese Spider-Man is, there was a television version of Spider-Man done back in 1978. Only available in Japan, and TV episodes I think weren't available online until I think it was 2006, 2007. Absolutely fantastic, wonderful, nostalgic. There's kaiju, there's Spider-Man, there's giant robot Leopardon, Marvela. This is the ship that he tends to do. Spider Machine GP7 is car. The Iron Cross Army, rather dodgy name, but there we go. With their esteemed leader, Professor Monster, I kid you not, and his evil side henchwoman, Amazoness, and the various foot soldiers and nefarious monsters they create. If it wasn't for Japanese Spider-Man, there wouldn't have been Power Rangers, funnily enough. You have to Google it, find some on YouTube, online, etc. It's wonderful stuff, and I've been after one of these particular figures for a long time at a cheap price. I've only ever found them at some ridiculous 180, 190 pounds plus. So I got a good deal on this. Now it's from 2006, so 18 years old. Well, I can't do math. 17 years old. There's a few bumps and scuffs on the box. I don't mind that at all. But now, my first unboxing video. So very carefully take all the various bits out. Various bits and pieces there. I see the Spider Machine GP7. Oh, that's quite exciting. There's some instructions and I'm guessing some stickers in there. I'm quite surprised this set looks, pretty much brand new. Just be careful taking. Yes, an actual oh wow. So he's got some basic. This is Japanese Spider-Man. You'd really have to see the TV show to appreciate it. He's got a nice wristband, his communicator slash gives him his spider powers, spider string. He can use it to see through the disguises of the Iron Cross Army and all sorts. Yeah, it's a basic figure. So he's got basic articulation of the arm. Head doesn't move, that's okay. His body turn, it looks like, oh yeah, it does. Or I've heinously broken it. Nah, it's made to turn out so we can do a little. Awesome. Right, he's going to stand there. Actually, he's going to stand up here with the Megazords for a minute. Let's see what we got. So, assuming these are instructions. Oh, okay, it's some Japanese mail-in coupon or something. Oh wow, no. This is usually kind of unexpected in most instruction booklets. You get got some pictures from the actual TV show and some awesome design work. I love that. Oh wow! Yeah, let me show you the instructions for Bandai and Leopardon. And the picture of the Japanese Spider-Man figure, and as usual with Japanese things, lots and lots of pictures and instructions. I'm sure I can figure it out. Even got one of the cheesy kaiju that he faces. Fantastic. And there's another one there. I can't remember the name of the kaiju, but they're usually something Machine Bem, the monikers they give to the monsters that Professor Monster and Amazonas create to try and destroy Spider-Man. And there's more one Leopardon or Leopardon. And some more wonderful nostalgic pictures in this. I love this. That's fantastic. And they even show some of the American, like Mego and the climbing Spider-Man with a little flashlight. I had one of those when I was a kid in the States. Quite cheesy. Little string, put them on there, click the button, and it goes zip. Wow, that's cool. That is so cool. Will I need the instructions? I probably will. But let's see. That's very carefully. Aha. Leopardon. Let's take it out carefully. What I don't want to do is snap this styrofoam. It's just reinforcement back there. So put this back, put these back carefully. Pop that back carefully. Because again, I don't want to bust up that styrofoam. The initial Leopardon figure, he's very sturdily built, die cast, got quite a weight to him. I thought these were going to be cheaper plastic, but he's got some good articulation on his legs there. Side wings will come out when he converts to Marvela. Now, quite why they made it Leopardon. For Spider-Man, what a leopard has to do with Spider-Man, I don't know. So I believe these, the head turn around, I think there's a little flap at the back. Oh, look at that. I think you can see that. Be extra careful. Yes. Oh, that's awesome. Little mini. Little mini Spider Machine GP7. Basically like the Japanese Spider-Mobile. That's fantastic. Love that. So, very carefully. Again, last thing I want to do is bust him up. I think the head goes back there. Yes, that's right. I'll have to get the other arms out. I think I probably will have to read the instructions on that. It basically converts into Marvela. And it's fantastic when Spider-Man calls Marvela. He uses his wristband and basically shouts at the top of his voice, Marvela! Fantastic. Let's carefully pop that back up, close that up. Yeah, I'll definitely have to read the instructions on him. There's some other bits in here, so. But first, let's just check what's in this box. I think there's some various spares and weapons. Ah, there's base. Right, okay. Yeah, there's the base. You can see where his Leopardon's feet would go. And if he would eventually and like so. We'll find that out soon. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to read the instructions for these. So I'm gonna put these all back in the little baggies. Otherwise I know what'll happen. In the course of all the fun, I'll go flying around. But I should have read the instructions beforehand to assemble it all. But I've just been so excited to finally get this guy. And yeah, and the tray comes off quite easily. What's in there? Make sure there's okay, it's empty baggie. And here comes some of the real fun stuff. So I think those are his arms. Those are some alternative arms, I think. And again, these are impressively built. They got a good heft to them. Mix of die cast and plastic. And I don't know if you can see in. You probably can't see in there. It's very tiny. There's a little spring in there, and I believe he's got maybe tiny little missiles. Totally against UK health and safety. Okay, yes. So let's just get ready to catch him. I believe. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. Let's fire it into a bag. That would be better. Hopefully you can see that. Hopefully you can see that. 3, 2, 1. Pow! Down there. Yeah, you can see that would just go flying away. Incredible. That's awesome. Now, there's interchangeable hands and fists. Yep, so there you go. On those arms, on those little bearings on that forms one side of his arms. And I think I remember what. Yes, you can actually fire his whole fist. Bandai Leopardon. It's just awesome. I'm just been so excited to see this. It's not only wonderful nostalgic stuff, and I would love to meet the actor who played Takuya Yashimoto, the Japanese Spider-Man. Yes, but I won't spoil anything for anyone. That's got a hair trigger on it. Better watch out. Better not cry and all that. Now, one of the best bits of the show is when Leopardon uses, well, she is in the wrong hand, uses the Sword of Vika, or Victory Sword. I'm guessing that's, I don't speak Japanese. If I've got that heinously wrong, I do apologize, but it's an awesomely cool sword as well. Lovely paintwork and lovely clean plastic molding, and the shiny chrome, very cool. Well, chrome effect is not actually chrome chrome metal. And one of the other things he uses in the show, I can't remember exactly what he calls it. Memory fails me. But this flies out. And that's another shooting bit. I think I'd better just put in the baggie in the bag as well. Hopefully you can see that. So that's on the front of his head. Fires off. Yeah, that's another one. Slight hair trigger on that. Note to self: do not let my 8-year-old get hold of this. That will lose all the bits, and that'll be a really bad day for everyone involved. Okay, so he's got a, I'm not sure what that bracket is. I dare say it's going to clip around. It's got, looks like an arm clip. It's going to clip around something. Whoops. Yep, watch out for that hair trigger. So he's got his spider. Yes, you got to click the arm very gently into position as far as I remember. We can hold the shield. I'll have to work with that. So the arms clip up in there. And also just noticed he's got some bit of articulation, a little bit, on his body there. So I have to figure out how to get that being held up. So he should eventually do something like that. So he's got this sort of spider web shield. Sodavika. Oh, he's awesome. He's just cool. I don't even care if he drops the shield slightly, because you know I can't read Japanese. He's just totally cool. I'll come back to those bits because I don't know where they go. And even also get a little ditty. Japanese Spider-Man. We've even gone to the trouble of doing the detail. They got his wristband on the one arm, on the right, on the left, should I say, on the correct. That's what I'm trying to say. Now where he goes, again, I'll have to read the instructions, so I'm going to pop him over here with bigger Spider-Man. And one of the crowning glories, again, something I've been after for a long time, little die-cast Spider Machine GP7. Actually, Wait, does that little Spider-Man, does he sit in there? No, he doesn't fit in there. That's okay. Don't mind. It's just so cool. And again, feels very solid and a good weight to it. Nice paint jobs on it. And it looks like something clicks in the front there. But again, I'm going to need to read the instructions, and could be wrong. What if the box gives me? There's some more hints. Probably does. He's just so cool. I'll have to read the instructions and come back on these bits. But for now, just put those away. His arms there. Let's keep his tray safe. Let's keep all the other baggies safe. Or maybe I think maybe I've got the arms the wrong way around. Hold collar. The collar is very important to us. Take that out. Take those out. Fire the hair trigger. So we keep those. Take that out. Take that out. Take that little hair trigger missile out carefully. Take those arms off. Sorry, Leopardon. So the other arms don't have the hair trigger, and I just noticed on the pictures, the arms they use there don't have the hair triggers. They must be an alternative. So one day I'll have to learn fluent Japanese. Right. Okay, that's looking a lot more logical. So these arms, see the ball and socket in there. It's a very nice, very much better articulation. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. Yes. Okay. So let's put the hair triggers, and then these little fists go on these hair triggers. I just gotta watch out where I stick them. Don't want to get fisted by these. Oh ha ha ha. Oh, that's very dull. Irremovable. Now, that's just a piece of plastic. Where's one of the spare baggies? Let's get these into a baggie before it all goes. Yeah, stick to me. Before it all goes flying everywhere. Let's put them in separate baggies, stop them crunching against each other. So keep that one safe. Sellotape. Sorry, I thought I had my sellotape closer. So I'm just going to secure those. So this now looks much better. That's far more logical. You can wrap the shield, put it down there. So da fick up. that's awesome. That's that's just. If I didn't have a cold, I think I'd probably be crying a little bit here, because it's one of the shows that I just loved so much. I wish I'd seen it when I was a kid, but they didn't release it in America or outside of Japan until about, say, 2006, 2007. When I first saw it, it was just, it's just wonderful. There's other wonderful elements in it. So if you look past obviously the kaiju, it was made for kids, obviously, so it's quite simplistic. Spider-Man always wins, of course he does. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to. Does that go in there? Looks like that goes in there. Spider Machine GP7, maybe? No? Yeah, let's not mess with it in case it goes rolling off into the sunset. But, sorry, I digressed there. I was getting very nostalgic and very, very happy. This, let's put that back in a bit in there as well. Like I say, it was so much better than the American effort with. And Nicholas Hammond, don't get me wrong, Nicholas Hammond was great in his own way, but the American show just rubbish. Wasn't very good. Even Stan Lee said it was did not meet his vision. He did not enjoy it, did not like it. But Japanese Spider-Man, is. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. It's one of those programs, one of those shows you'd have to have been there. Most definitely. It's one of those shows you've got to completely suspend your disbelief, willing suspension of disbelief and all that, most definitely, like anything. But that you can say the same about Power Rangers or even Avengers Endgame and stuff like that these days. But now I'm going to leave it there for the moment, because I'm just going to go away and cry tears of joy for finally getting this guy, and maybe go and watch a few episodes again. It just brings back, it's just awesome. He's just so very cool. And again, I'm so glad I found that it's in such good, pretty much perfect as new condition as well. This is, like I say, I got this kind of half the price that you normally do, very luckily. So I'm going to leave it here, because I need to go and read the instructions. Also, joking aside, I need to go and read these instructions to figure out what the various other bits and combinations can do. So there we go. That's Japanese Spider-Man and Leopardon figure, part 1, done. Thanks very much. Catch y'all later. Bye. Alright, howdy y'all. Yeah, I had a quick read of the instructions, and I figured out what the various extra bits are for. And I just can't get over the amount of detail and cool little features that Japanese designers have put in. So we've got a holder for the shield, which goes in there. We've got little Spider-Man. He's got little footholds there. He's a bit unstable, so just gotta be careful to twirl it around. I figured out all the extra bits for Leopardon, and it's just, again, I'll do a reversal and show you just so many neat little features, little bits. Like the fins go in back into the legs, and also the leopard head, Leopardon head opens up, and it's just wonderful. There's no stickers to apply. I meant to say that before. A lot of these seem to be just beautiful paint jobs. Look at the gloss work on that, and just clean, lovely paint work. I half expected maybe a few stickers, like, you know, some of these. Oops, on my finger. Yeah, like some of these little bits, but you know, I could do with the Power Rangers, Megazords, etc. But that's a good thing, because I didn't really want to be putting on lots of tiny little stickers. He's just awesome. Let's get a look at his bum. Ha ha ha. He's just so very cool. Now, what I'm saying about neat details, Spider Machine GP7. It's not going to do it now, is it? There. These slots neatly back in there by the sword. It's just so very neatly done. Now, Leopardon, he just lifts, and those the other two parts, 2 extra bits. I wasn't sure what happened. I'm going to put, oops, yeah, exactly. Stay over there, little Spider-Man. Or still Spider-Man, as the ones pronounce it in Japan. Now that's just a simple plastic stand, plastic base. We can open this hatch up, and that's where his other arms go. So when you swap it back over to normal Leopardon, the other arms, the hair triggers, go back in there. So it's very, very cool. It's just so many neat features, and even the very shiny chrome effect. Spider-Man and Spider-Man, Japanese logo there. It's just so cool. I might have to get another one of these just to play with, but I don't really fancy spending nearly £200 on another one, because they were only on, I believe these ones are only on import. I'm just showing an example of the rest of the paint work, the decoration, the emblems. It's just all just so nicely done. You look at that. Yes, even the red emblems and the chest panels, all nicely painted. Not lots of horrible stickers. Now I better watch out for that hair trigger. Don't want those pinging off anywhere. So what I'm going to do now is, let's put my phone back up where it was. Hopefully what I'll do now is, let's not lose little Spider-Man. Oh yes, I meant to say, that other stand, that other H or U thing, that just goes around Spider-Man figure's ankle to help him stand up. Very cool. Right, so now we're going to see. Let's see if I can remember how. Let's put those back there, that back there, that back there. Unclip the legs. That back round. Put those back down there. Very carefully. Put the hair triggers back where they were. Make sure that I don't get. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take the hair. I'm going to take those. I don't really want to get fisted. So I'm just converting them back into standard Leopardon or Leopardon, as they say in the song. Ping. So let's ping that back up. Okay. So now we are back to basic standard. I say standard Leopardon. He's just awesome. I'm going to take his hair trigger crown off as well, because I just bet that's going to go pinging off somewhere. I'm in the garage. I'll lose it forever and I will cry. So, standard Leopardon. They don't supply another. There isn't another head, but there isn't one referenced in the manual. That's okay. So change them into Leopardon. Right, and again, the detail. I just can't get over the astounding detail on these features. Right. So inside there, you can see that probably. There's a almost invisible little lever, little hatch. Push on that, and it comes around. If you can see, it turns into a little clip there. Hold that thought. That's nice. So now, these side parts, the side jets, line those up, and that fits in there. A bit further. Up there, the leg clipped together with that middle piece. That section goes up there. That section clips in there. And you're just going to make sure you line these up so they. There we go. So that forms part of the rear of Marvelar. And these fins, it's just such a cool, robust little detail. They come out from the back of the legs from his calves. Okay. So now, I don't want to spoil anything in those who haven't seen the program, but this is pretty much identical to how he does it in the program. That flips down there, that flattens down there, flattens down there. And again, like I say, if it hadn't been for Japanese Spider-Man, there wouldn't have been Transformers, there wouldn't have been Power Rangers, etc. So, and now we've got the basic, the basic Leopardon formation. I want to take that head there, lift that up, that flap down. You kind of got to do it at the same time. Push Leopardon's head down and close Marvelar's head. So this is Marvelar. There we go. And then he just sits quite casually. Make sure I get it around the right way. That stand goes underneath. So he goes on back onto that stand. And again, I just love the program, but I also love the detail. These classic, awesomely built figure from Bandai. I mean, you know, it makes me want to go and buy the the other huge Megazords, Power Rangers Megazords and the Dragon Zords. There's other die cast ones, I think. Oops, open Leopardon's head. There you can see. Now, for safety, I'm going to take those other arms off. Oh no, Spider-Man, don't fall down. Put his crown back on. Now, I'll show you remember I showed you the other cool feature. Let's pop his, I'll call him his fighting arms, his battle arms. Really, there's, Leopardon arms. So we'll put those on. You can stand there for a sec. Let's get the hair triggers where we know where they are. Maybe they can. Sit there. Yeah, no, I missed a label somewhere. Hang on. Yeah, forgot the other hair trigger. They've got to sit similar to the same. Sorry, that's what I did. I left them in the Leopardon flying formation rather than in his sort of battle formation. So they sit nicely in there, and now, obvious question: if you put the stand there, where's Leopardon going to stand? Well, it is really very simple. You just put that stand over there, and let's give him his shield. And Sword of Vika. Oh, I love Sword of Vika. It's just like the most, I swear, the way they do it in the show, it could almost beat the Megazords, Dino Megazords, Mega Sword, Power Sword, shall I say. I shouldn't say that though, should I? Right, anyway. So now, right, try again. So that's our Leopardon stand. On a stand, and there's Spider Machine GP7 hidden in there. And again, the extra stand, you just pop him safely to the side. But he's just so cool, and again, I just can't get over the wonderful craftsmanship, the awesome attention to detail. Straighten his head, and just the build quality, and just the neat features of this stand. It's just fantastic. And there is Japanese Spider-Man in all his glory. And that's what that little metal stand is used for. Help him stand up. So, I can truly say I am so glad I got this, and I highly recommend it to anyone if you get a chance to pick it up, whether it's cheap or expensive. It's just, I'm just lost for words. It's just fantastic. So, well, thank you all very much for watching, and leave a comment or two, give me some feedback, let me know your thoughts. Go and watch Japanese Spider-Man. Let me know your thoughts, and so on and so on and so on. Subscribe if you want to. I'm not the most prolific YouTuber, but hey, sometimes we have some fun. Alright, later's all. May the power protect you. Oh yeah, wrong program. Sayonara. Later.